Hello and welcome back to Grove Street here on PGSN. My name is Boston Harding. I'm joined by
Jack Barnard,
and we are here for the first game of the 2026-2027 season here for Vikings football versus the main rival of this school, American Fork.
of course. American Fork, a 100-year-old rival, century rival of Pleasant Grove. If they've played every year, assuming it's around 112 installments of this game, so it's a great rivalry to be at, and we're ready to see how this one goes down.
And that's also not even taking into account when they were in region with each other and would play each other throughout the regular season,
Right.
and region or playoffs or whatever. Just the opening day game has been PG AF.
Yeah, and I say that this game is so important to the school, the players, and just the community. Obviously, humongous rivals of each other, and yeah, it's going to be a great game. We will bring at you some more stats after we do the national anthem, which I think is coming up. I sometimes accidentally talk during the national anthem, and I feel bad, so let's not do that this year.
Time too. Did you see who won the coin flip? Did you?
I can never really tell. I just saw them shake hands in the middle of the field. Of course, our camera is on the walkout tunnel. New and improved, by the way. It used to be a little rugged. A Viking helmet they would run out of. So this one looks pretty nice. New logo on it and everything.
They got a blow-up tunnel with some curtains out front. About to run out with all the flags, and then we'll do the national anthem right after.
Yeah, so let's go over a couple of stats from this particular matchup. Since 2004, or known as the modern era of high school sports, since Max Prep started taking stats, Pleasant Grove's record against American Fork is 8-14.
That's not great.
Yeah, and that's 22 years, and this is season 22 of Max Preps being a thing. So that means Pleasant Grove has played at least one extra matchup against American Fork if they play every year. Pleasant Grove, of course, also their last win against American Fork came in 2016. We are going on 10 years. This is the 10th year of this one-sided rivalry.
It's not great. Pleasant Grove has been struggling in the football department for the last few years, as shown by the record, the stats. You can look at everything. PG has been good in other sports. Football has just been a little bit on the struggling side with some coaching stuff going on, and then now we are in our second year of Coach Jeremy Lepin, which he led the team to a 4-7 record last year, coming off of a 1-10 record 2 years ago, well, 3 years ago.
Yeah. And if you think about this program, they've gone through 3 head coaches in 6 years. As Coach Wooten stopped coaching in 2020, and of course, Coach Walkenhorst takes over in 2021. And in his 4-year tenure, he has 2 1-10 seasons. Which, of course, when you hold the team accountable now for an era that has absolutely nobody from it, because the 2021 season, which went 1-10, the national anthem is about to play. We will be right back.
whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
We welcome you back after the national anthem. As we were going for right before the little break that we had, the Vikings are looking to redeem their struggles of the past and skyrocket into playoff contention in 5A. Of course, their struggles come from basically the last 5 years, where their best season was 2023, where they went 9-3 and had that unfortunate overtime loss to Skyridge in the playoffs in the quarterfinals. Pleasant Grove also hasn't been to the semifinals or better since 2019. And a lot of people, attain that season to being kind of a little bit of a fluke. Not quite a fluke, but, they won when it mattered most, right there in the playoffs. And so now they're trying to see if they can have regular season success and turn around their luck as not a franchise, but a team, a school.
Pleasant Grove will kick off. I believe, if I remember correctly, it's going to be number 46, or no, number 97. I apologize. On my fourth page. Wow. Never mind. Max Preps does not have 97 on it.
And of course, this happens often. So if anybody knows who they are, if it's your son, we apologize so much. But we can only use the tools that are given to us. And when Max Preps is edited by anybody, you're going to get that kind of production. Kickoff picked up by AF and immediately met right from Pleasant Grove. You have a couple of players diving right as soon as they get hit, and number 21, Jake Bills, the center back for Pleasant Grove, takes a little bit of a dive there. He's also wearing a Guardian cap, which, you're allowed to wear.
I've seen a couple people during practice. I've been their film guy for the past 2 months. You would think I would know the kicker's name because of that, but not really.
Yeah, we don't have that. All we have way back for number 95, Johnny Nash, defensive lineman, junior.
Run up the middle, met by Jackson Mortensen. Dog piles.
Of course, and so Pleasant Grove and AF, the tensions are probably high. Coming into this season, Pleasant Grove's trying to turn around their luck and become more of a powerhouse of 5A, and AF is trying to maintain their status of being a powerhouse in 6A, which, in turn of them being such a powerhouse, they kind of kicked Pleasant Grove out of 5A almost. At least it felt that way. Of course, there's a lot more that goes into, what relegation and division you are in, but it kind of felt almost that Pleasant Grove couldn't win, so they had to move down a division.
And still somewhat struggled. They got a 4-win season in the first year of a new head coach, and they looked a lot better. Throw on the right side,
picked off! Pleasant Grove, number 16, Corbin Robbins runs it in for the touchdown. Holy, what did we just watch? A pick six.
Immediately, second play into the game, and Pleasant Grove has the momentum they need. A pick six by the two-way player, number 16, Corbin Robbins.
Yeah, I might have said Robinson. My bad. It's just
no.
Robbins.
You said Robbins. Oh, you said Robbins. I was gonna make sure that you said that correctly.
Of course. How incredible is this, ladies and gentlemen? For a second, I thought they were lining up for it too.
No, they're just getting the kicker number 11, Fiona Hofoka, sorry.
Must be little brother of Spencer Hofoka.
He is.
Number 11.
Kick is blocked.
It goes way up sky high. And there you go. A bit of an omen for both teams. Pleasant Grove scoring early and AF blocking that PAT. Absolutely unreal. By the way, this is very unfortunate. We don't have the, it looks like AF's quarterback.
I believe he is number 17, Nate Childs. He is
not
listed
number
as.
one?
I don't know. Max Preps has him listed as number 17. I believe it is him. He is number 1 on the jersey, so I think it is him. He is listed as a quarterback and a senior, so I'm.
Yeah, quarterback and wide receiver, which kind of is a
weird mix.
kind of a red flag almost as far as being a broadcaster. There's also Jake Matson on here, but he's a sophomore, 6'4".
That's why I said put the senior first.
Of course, right?
But-
So we'll have to see from there. No other quarterbacks are listed within the first 20 numbers, which is the only numbers you're allowed to use as a quarterback, actually. So how crazy is this? Pleasant Grove starts off the game with massive momentum and another squib kick. Why are they doing those? Who knows why?
Picked
Now,
up.
before picking it up, number 99, Dede Masia, met at the 45-yard line. And forgive us as we try to read these rosters. I accidentally printed mine on both sides of paper, so it's very inconvenient for me. But I'm going to do my best. And so is Boston. We are student-ran broadcast, although I'm no longer a student, but
You're alumni. We love to have alumni on the mic, especially when the help is needed. It's a little hard to get people going to games when school hasn't even started yet.
of course, and I'm super glad to be here. So yeah, AF lining up, trips left. One man in the backfield. Looks forward.
As twins.
Deep pass downfield
And
and
caught!
Wow!
By number 3, who is also unlisted on Max Preps.
How could they?
Don't know what's going on. Why is the clock?
Not sure.
They had the clock stop for just a second. Don't know why.
That is unfortunate.
Hurry up offense for American Fork.
The handoff.
Up the middle. Met at the line of scrimmage by number 24, Ryder Huntsman, a wide receiver and a safety. Pleasant Grove.
Ryder Huntsman been playing varsity minutes since his sophomore year. Very important piece of
I'm seeing
Pleasant Grove.
I'm seeing number 97 for Pleasant Grove is senior Edgar Sandoval as the Pleasant Grove kicker. I don't know if he's listed. He might be. Pass on the right side, downfield, picked off again.
How could it happen? This is absolutely insane. Running down the sideline.
Oh my goodness!
Gone. Chasing down.
Nate Giles is there to put him down.
Brought down Ethan Passy, the transfer from Lone Peak last year.
Oh my goodness.
Brought down at the 3-yard line by American Fork, and if he could have just made it 3 more yards, 10 more feet, we would be watching such a different game right now. This is absolutely insane. What kind of momentum are we getting here?
We are 2 minutes and 14 seconds into this game, and it's been a shocker already.
Absolutely insane.
You would think these are some highlights from one quarter and not 3 minutes.
Right?
We got already a pick six on the second play of the game, and then 2-3 plays later, a deep ball from American Fork, and then another.
Well, almost a pick six, and this kind of jump play doesn't work here, but AF way deep into the red zone there, and they get picked off, and the momentum is all of a sudden way more in PG's favor. If this is a score here, that is a pretty much a 14-point swing that you have, because once you're that far into the red zone with 4 downs, that's practically a score right there.
Yeah.
2nd and goal for Pleasant Grove.
The senior, number 5, Cannon Jacobson,
Hands it off, and he is met by the American Fork line and brought down. Well, not quite brought down, but very close to. That's Drew Jensen, the running back.
The senior, 5'8", 185 pounds.
Looks like an absolute machine. He was just met by this very good American Fork line, as I've heard. Of course, they have to prove themselves before they earn that title, right?
Yeah. I mean, 2 picks in 3 minutes, 15 seconds.
Well, the line isn't necessarily in charge of that, but yeah.
I was getting there. I was going to say the quarterback's thrown 2 picks in 3.5 minutes. Your O-line's got to, or your D-line's got to keep it up for you, as Pleasant Grove will call a timeout after not being able to get set correctly.
And that was Cannon Jacobson calling that timeout. He wasn't liking the play or the setup that he was getting. And they used their first timeout of the half. 8:25 to go here in the first.
27, I'm sorry.
Well,
I was pretty close.
2-second difference is not that bad. Shout out, guys. Guys, I would love to give some love to Boston Harding. He works so hard as the producer and color commentator here tonight, as he's running scoreboard, clock, graphics, everything that's on your screen. He is running while commentating with me at the same time, and he's the one who caught both pick sixes with his eyes before I saw them, which is a huge problem on my part.
One pick six.
I guess the first one I saw, but the second one I definitely didn't see.
You said there's 2 pick sixes.
Oh, sorry. The second one is just an interception.
The 2 picks, yeah. Motion on the right side. Pass on the left side. Caught, or not caught.
Incomplete pass to Landon Force Pointer. Wow, Force Pointer. I like that name. Wide receiver, junior, 5'9", 145 pounds. So hopefully he's able to have a lot of production out there.
I have seen during practices, Landon Force Pointer is a main target. So is.
And the second interception is going to end up being a field goal, as we attempt it right here. Of course, the last field goal did not go well, but this time it is good, making the score 9-0 here with 8:20 to go, 8:23 in the first, which is absolutely insane. It's been 4 minutes with lots of action. 2 scores. Earlier I was going to talk about how Pleasant Grove has overall struggled against AF, and a lot of people think about how the football program is bad. But if you look at their cumulative record, I don't see that. I don't see it right now.
Yeah,
I think the culture got messed up for a few years there. Specifically the class of 2025, lots of people quit football in 9th grade. So when they were seniors, there was only like 3 seniors on the team, when the season before there was 30 seniors. So that's absolutely insane.
Crazy.
If you look, Pleasant Grove's cumulative record since 2004 is 128 and 125. They're almost perfectly 500. And that's not the only thing. They're almost 500 in every statistic there is.
Perfectly average team.
Exactly. Their home record, 58 and 56, away 67 and 62. This kickoff is received by American Fork, running up the field, finds a couple of holes, tries to spin out of it, and he is brought down. That was number 12, again, not listed. Whoever is in charge of American Fork's Max Preps page, you might want to fix your roster.
There's 2 13s.
Well, I don't know what's going on here, but
I'm seeing Crosby Wise and Preston Fairbanks both listed as number 13. So I'm assuming that's an error, and one of them is supposed to be number 12.
Well, I really hope that it's Crosby Wise, because for the time being, I'm going to refer to him as number 12. And you said number 97 is, for Pleasant Grove, is
Edgar Sandolvo. Sorry.
Sandolvo. I like it. Handoff brought down by the Pleasant Grove line. So sorry there for a second. Ooh, maybe it does sound better now. So sorry if the audio was really, really loud for a second there. Snap was high right there, almost throwing it into double coverage once again. AF has got one strategy, and it is could bite them back right in the rear end as Jake Matson takes the field, by the way. Number 14 is out there throwing after Nate Childs threw 2 interceptions in the first 4 minutes.
Is he? Oh, he is.
Yeah,
Okay,
he
now I
is
see
number
him.
14.
I was looking at the wrong person. I was looking at the running back.
Trips left with one back here. Looks right, throws right, and it's caught. Received right in the side there. Number 3 again, no name. If again we can get some people answering some questions maybe for us that of who is who on the American Fork roster. So American Fork gets a new set of downs, and here we go. Let's see what they can do here.
The second first down for the Cavemen. Looks to his left.
Matson.
Grabbed on the screen. Running up is number 5, Noah Bean.
He's got real estate. He gets away from everybody. Number 21 is the last man to see him. Number 21, Jake Bills, could not catch
Noah Ben.
Noah Bem. Sorry, lots of papers here. I'm trying to look through them. We'll memorize the roster as it goes, so if it's a bit choppy, it's my bad.
It's hard for the first game.
Yeah, first game, and for me, I've been graduated. My gears are a little rusty when it comes to commentating football, especially. It's been a long time.
AF going for the 2-point conversion here. A flag is down.
Calling a legal formation? Oh, encroachment. Never mind. Just replaying the down as they pull Noah Bam off the field, the man who scored the touchdown himself.
Pleasant Grove also pulling Luke Bills.
AF also, they have 2 number 19s. I'm assuming that number 18 is Merrick Clark.
Run up the middle is it enough? Yes, it is.
They get it, and they cut it to 1. So a 1-point game here in football. We have seen Pleasant Grove win by 1 once before, and it was against Granger 2 seasons ago.
It also happened last year.
Oh, well, I wasn't there, but
Yeah, I was trying to remember who was against last year. I believe it might have been Green Canyon.
yes, I remember Green Canyon. They they blocked a PAT for the win.
Yeah,
actually.
we lost by 1.
Yeah.
Was that what you're saying against Granger too?
No, we won against Granger
Okay.
by 1. So we've had a 1-point win and a 1-point loss in the last 2 seasons. And coming into here now, I mean, if the scoring stays the same, which it can, this will be a game that can have a 1-point deficit, which is very odd. Only way you could really tie it up is somebody hitting a field goal and then getting a safety right after.
AF said they wanted a different ball, so their kicker, number 26, who's unlisted. Man, I don't know what's going on with American
would
Forks.
assume that he's the second number 24, Andrew Fulton.
Press box doesn't even know.
Yeah, they
He
just
said
said-
number 26.
That is really unfortunate. And again, if I said number 21 for Pleasant Grove, that's my bad. Jake Bills, the center back.
He's also got his brother, Luke Bills, number 14.
Oh, very cool.
They're identical twins. Kickoff flag immediately and whistles.
Encroachment again.
Number 15 unlisted. Probably one of the number 19s listed on Max Preps. Are you thinking that's Hayden or Marique? Marek, sorry.
I think it's Merrick.
Merrick?
Merrick. I like it.
Was it just a replay? It was. Yeah, just replay the kick. This time, no whistle received in the backfield by number 1, Landon Force Pointer.
Tries to do a spin, and he is met immediately at the 23-yard line. Landon Force Pointer potentially might be slightly small and is getting punished for it early in this game.
Vikings offense coming out onto the field. 1st and 10 for them. The second drive for this offense led by Kanan Jacobson, number 5.
Puts Corbin Robbins in motion, and he catches it, and he's on his way, gets that first down, and makes another 8 yards after that, brought down at the 41-yard line. By the way, encroachment, everybody, since we saw it twice in a row, encroachment is when somebody jumps into the neutral zone and touches another player before the ball snapped, which I thought was just kind of like, it's kind of weird that it happened twice in a row, and one of the times was on a kickoff.
How did it happen on a kickoff?
I don't know.
Are you sure it was encroachment?
They did the same sign, so. And there's a holding call, and that is unfortunate. So Pleasant Grove banished back 10 yards, and that is effectively a 25-yard loss for the Vikings, as we'll have to see what they can do here now.
Trips right, twins left.
He's in
calls motion.
full receiver formation right now.
Looks to his left, throws to the middle,
And
picked
the
off.
ball is picked off into the red zone by American Fork. And it comes off of Landon Forest Pointer, which, again, he is absolutely bullied by some of these defensive backs from American Fork. And this game is all of a sudden turning upside down from what was the beginning status quo that we had going right there. We had Pleasant Grove with all the momentum, and now American Fork riding a huge high.
Already
Coming
3
back
picks
in.
into the game with 5.5 minutes in. We got 3 picks.
Yeah, Jake Matson out there. Twins right. Calls for a snap. He looks right. And
Luke
brought
Bills.
down
Or
by
Jake Bills.
And potentially they could have tried to call it pass interference there, but luckily the man caught the ball before before Jake grabbed him and brought him down to the ground.
Believe it's 2nd and 4 or 2nd and 5. I believe 2nd and 5 here.
Yeah. Jake
Run.
Matson hands off, and he is brought down, number 12. Oh yes, Crosby Wise is who I believe that is. Although he's listed as a wide receiver, so handed off to a wide receiver. I don't know, man. There's a lot of weird stuff here. So again, forgive us for we're trying to understand this roster as best we can.
3rd and 3. Calls for a snap, looks to his left.
He's getting
Spins
pressured.
out of the pocket. Throws it away. Did he
It's
get the toe
caught.
touch?
Out of bounds. Incomplete pass. It's going to bring them to 4th and 3. Almost 4th and goal here. As if they
going
literally,
for it.
if they only make it 1 inch past the first down, it's going to be 1st and goal from the 6. So, they're running like
It's gonna be
it's
first and
very
goal if they
low
get a
risk.
first down.
Yeah, it's very low risk here to go for this 4th down. And if Pleasant Grove turns it over, then there's no problem for AF at least.
Calls for the snap. Handoff up the middle, breaks
He
through. He gets the
Absolutely
first down.
hammers his way. And he does get first down by over a yard.
Yeah, even the press box doesn't know number 12. I don't. Max Preps is confusing sometimes.
Again, there's 2 number 13s listed here. One of them is Crosby Wise, and the other is Preston Fairbanks.
Going. Oh, wait.
They're going for a touchdown here. Brought down. Sorry, I kind of messed up what I was saying. For a second I thought they were going for 2, but I remembered that they didn't score.
That's exactly what was going through my head, too. I was like, that's why I said they're going for. Oh, wait. It was just a first down, not a touchdown.
Second and goal here. Got 2 receivers wide on both sides. Goes for the hard count, and he gets the line to jump. That'll effectively half the distance to the goal.
Okay, I think it's not encroachment.
No, that's just a false. That's just an offside.
That's offsides. I think that's what it was called all 3 times. Because there's no way there's encroachment on a kickoff, so it's just offsides on American.
Yeah, I was gonna
fork.
say like encroachment. Like you have to like make contact with the player. You don't just jump.
Run up the middle. They
And
get
he is-
through.
I
It's hard to
could
tell from
very
this
well
angle.
be a touchdown, but I don't think it is. It's gonna be 3rd and goal here on 3rd and inches. Practically, yes.
Yeah, I believe
Yeah,
it's
one-
just been offsides all 3 times, not encroachment.
Yeah.
Looks like they're going to run it just straight up the middle again.
And he gets through easy peasy. Number 23, Latani Vaki. He's just a senior. He has no position listed here, but he's probably a running back. I mean, he would be a great running back. He just ran right through that line there, found the open hole.
Luke Bills was right there. Or, sorry, Jake. I keep getting these 2 mixed up.
Now we got to remember,
One's a safety, one's a cornerback. They're too close.
Luke Bills, number 14. American Fork changing up who's on the field here.
Going for a kickoff now, a surprise kickoff. They got 5 seconds to get it down. 3. I mean, they get the snap. The kick is up and good.
Yeah, I guess their surprise PAT worked, and here we go. 9-15, Pleasant Grove down 6, down a touchdown. And what are some key takeaways from what's happened in these first, 8 minutes-ish?
Well, Pleasant Grove's defense has looked quite good, except for that defensive line. We saw a couple of runs just go straight through them. They found open holes. That could be American Fork's offensive line just really creating that space, and the Vikings just not having much to deal with it, especially because most of these players are undersized. I have seen that quite a bit. They are either shorter or just way less than American Fork, so it's just a lot harder for them to get through that offensive line or make the holes any smaller. But other than that, their defense has been good. Their pass defense has been great. 2 picks in the first quarter is good, nonetheless, in 3 minutes.
Yeah. And it's not just good, it's great. And so the real question it comes down to, is this Pleasant Grove brilliance or American Fork fumbles, And I think it has to be a mix of both. It's not black and white here.
Force Pointer takes it out, gets met at the 27-yard line and smoked by number 20, who is unlisted.
And Force Pointer's got to be careful. He has gotten absolutely rocked a couple times now. Yeah, and the thing is, you can do that for a certain amount of time, but trying to remain healthy all season while attempting plays like that all the time can be a bit risky.
Yeah, the wear and tear just really gets to you, especially after a game or 2.
Yeah.
You're getting rocked like he is on these kickoffs, and it's not something you want to see consistently. Jacobson taking the snap, looks to his left, found number 7.
Davian Akenwe. Akenwe. Oh, wait, I don't know. You say it. I've messed up twice. I've already offended everybody. It's my bad.
Davian.
Aqueni. I like it. A Quinny. Davian.
Everyone calls him D.
D.
That's what he goes by.
Well, we'll call him Davian. Ball is down on the ground, but it's Pleasant Grove gets away with it, but runs out of bounds. That's Tavake Wolfgram. The 5'11" junior gets the Vikings the first down here. And we'll try to catch our stride here. We've had a couple of hiccups on the broadcast, it feels like, but trying our best here.
.253 on the clock. Goes in motion, looks to his left.
Jacobson finds Robbins. Robbins got some grass to deal with, and he gets brought down by number 2 on American Fork, not listed.
That's good for Vikings first down as they put the ball on the 50-yard line.
So the unlisted number 2 for American Fork, he was able to grab Robbins' foot and just hold on enough, even though Robbins trying his absolute hardest to get out of that.
Looks to his right.
Getting pressured and brought down. Cannot survive that, and he is brought back 10 yards to make it 2nd and 21. Now Pleasant Grove's in a bit of a pickle here. Not quite the worst situation I've seen them in. I've seen them in a 3rd and 35 before, which was kind of insane.
There was one last year. I think it was also 3rd down. It was in the 30s, I'm pretty sure.
Jacobson's got quad on the right, by the way. To Forest Pointer, who tries to get around that man, and he is not able to with only a gain of 2 yards.
Looks like he might have stumbled there after the catch in the screen.
And Forest Pointer has got the skill, and he is trying his best, but he is getting absolutely smothered by this American Fork defense.
Yeah, I've seen that he's got good enough hands to be a good wide receiver. It's just he is a little bit on the shorter side. He's 5'9",
and he's only 145 pounds. That's the big thing.
Yeah, he just doesn't have the size.
And that is kind of an unfortunate part of football. As he looks deep, Ryder Huntsman.
As a flag is down on the play, roughing the passer, he got lit up by number 8, Christian Handshaw, and I believe that was number 98, Dylan Alatu. They smoked him after he released the ball.
Just a personal foul, so it's a late hit or roughing the passer. Well, I don't think it's roughing the passer.
I think roughing the passer is a personal foul. Is it?
Well, so's late hit, so I don't know.
Yeah.
It could be either one.
And that is good for a Viking first down.
It's kind of insane. The Pleasant Grove gets absolutely bailed out right there.
Yeah.
So here we go, lining up right now.
1:09 on the clock.
Trips left, 1 in the backfield. Trying to get the hard count. Cannot get that American Fork line to drop. American Fork only has 3 people, by the way, on their D line right now.
Yeah,
they have absolutely maximized how many defensive backs they have.
Vikings take advantage of that and go up the middle to the left with a run coming off of number
8, Tavake Wolfgram, who he's all like, you know, there's 8 guys in the backfield. I don't care. I'm going to run right through it. I'm going to take advantage of the fact that you guys are playing 3 linemen right now. And when you got 3 versus 5, well, there you go.
You get a lot bigger of a hole.
Yeah, and now they line up a 4th man here for American Fork. Pleasant Grove Twins in shotgun.
2nd and 6.
Vake again runs through, gets another gain of about 3. 3rd and 3. Decent show up from the Pleasant Grove crowd as they file in throughout this first quarter. 16 seconds to go here.
There's a lot more people here today now.
Clock is slightly off, but it's okay.
Am I? Oh,
just barely.
I have it right. The stream messes it up. We've got 3
Jacobson
seconds. And
doesn't care, and they're going to let the quarter end and go into it, understanding, you know, we've had some great moments. They've had some great moments. We can't live on highlight reels. We need to stay consistent, drive down the field, get good passes, and make it down to the end zone. And that's what they've been doing here. Even with a little bit of a bailout from a late hit or roughing the passer, who knows what really. It was a personal foul on Cannon. And a couple of good runs from Devake Wolfgram. So here we go.
Yeah, I'd say probably the best player out of that quarter was Corbin Robbins. He had both picks, I believe.
No, the second pick was actually by Ethan Passy.
Okay.
The man who transferred from Lone Peak, I believe. So, it was last year, though.
Yes, I believe so. He was. I remember talking about that during the wrestling season. I don't quite remember.
He's a wrestler.
Yes.
Well, that's very cool. Yeah, so as we look here, Corbin Robbins put in some absolute work for Pleasant Grove that quarter. Obviously getting the pick six and, also getting solid yards from handoffs and passes. So he's doing great. I think Devake Wolfgram's doing great, and Ryder Huntsman has been a little bit not the X factor yet, a little bit left out as they pass to Foyer's pointer a lot. It seems to be a preferred target as he's got great hands, but he is struggling against this American Fork defense. But I do believe that in the right situation, Forest Pointer can be pretty quick.
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking for more size, you got Davian. He's got good hands. He's a great wide receiver. He's a bit taller. Again, he's on the skinnier side. Rush thrown up the middle, caught and brought down.
Ryder Huntsman, just like we said, he's been a little bit left out. That's his first reception of the game, as he had only one other pass thrown to him, and that was on the personal foul play.
That's
wow,
good.
they given the first down. I did not.
It was 3rd and 3. Oh, you just didn't think that they got there?
I just didn't think that they made it. Corbin Robbins, I lost him on the roster. He's number 16. Make sure to look out for him. Not on the very right side, but
deep
pass going to Davian and just barely away from his hands. Not quite. Davian Aquini
had the look, just couldn't get the pass, just barely to Davian on the right sideline. There's a flag down on the play.
Another personal foul, so
That
roughing the passer on American Fork, and that's another Pleasant Grove first down as they march further down the field and into the red zone here on the 18-yard line.
I did not see the hit
I didn't
on
see
Kendall
it either.
Jacobson. I was looking at the ball.
Davian was way out there, and quite frankly, that ball was only a foot away from his hands.
Yeah, he had his defender burned. He just barely couldn't reach the ball.
Yeah, and I think that's the kind of thing where, if there's 100 timelines, 99 of them he can catch that ball, and this time it just wasn't there.
Twins right, calls motion, play fake. Cannon runs it himself up the middle, met by 3 cavemen, and brought down
way after the whistle. The Pleasant Grove sideline is not happy about that. Coach LePan's going to talk to him for a second. Parents are not happy either, as he put Drew Jensen in motion, number 25. We've seen him a couple times. Does he play baseball?
Yes, he does. He is last year he was a JV catcher.
Well, that's
and then
cool.
he came into pinch hit in one game and hit a 3-run home run in the postseason.
That was crazy. I commentated a couple baseball games with Boston last year, and we watched a grand slam happen as a wildcat formation to Devake Wolfgram, and he runs out of bounds. Potentially a 1-yard gain there, as we were talking about baseball. It's unfortunate for me. But yeah. Both the Pleasant Grove and American Fork crowds have filled out decently well here, as this is a more fortunate first game, August afternoon for a game, as, you got cloudy weather, you got clouds blocking the sun, so it's not absolutely murdering everyone's eyes.
Thankfully, it wasn't like yesterday with the sun was just or not the sun, sorry. The rain was flooding everything. Play fake, met in the back and taken
brought
down.
by number 0, Dallin Afu, and he is brought back 20 yards. Not 20 yards, 10 yards, sorry, from the line of scrimmage, which is unfortunate. Pleasant Grove now in a 4th and 22. As this is kind of a moment where you think to yourself, do you go for glory?
I've seen our kicker. They can make that.
Yeah.
During practice, I've seen our kicker make a 50-something yard field goal.
That's Edgar Sadalvo.
Yes.
Yeah, I believe it. I believe he could kick this, and it would be a 50-yard field goal right now if they were to take it. As they move the ball back even further, it would be a 55-yard field goal now.
They got a delay of game, so now it's 4th and 27.
This is a pretty rough situation, and right now,
They're just going for the punt. They're not going for the kick.
yeah, they decide not to, even though currently it wouldn't be the worst position I've seen Pleasant Grove even put themselves in this game. With most of their kickoffs being really short, they aren't going for a touchback. They're going for like these short squib kicks, and I don't know why.
They got another delay of game call.
I guess
As Derek Brenton can't get the snap off in time, it'll be another 5-yard penalty. It is now 4th and 32.
Derek Brinton, middle linebacker and tight end, also apparently punts.
He is, yeah.
He's definitely got strong leg.
These sticks look crazy with the first down markers.
Oh yeah.
You can't even see them on your screen.
Oh yeah, that's whack.
Oh, I punt off to the right, received.
And he is met right there on the 4-yard line. Absolutely incredible from Pleasant Grove, putting American Fork in the most difficult position they could be in right now.
Jake Bills coming down with that one with the tackle. He met him right away. Perfect timing.
And it's lucky that punt basically went furthest to, well, his right, but American Fork's left. That, if it went any further, it would have been a kick out of bounds. But
Yeah, if he didn't
lands
catch that.
practically a perfect punt from Derek Brinton. You got to shout him out right there. That was absolutely beautiful. American Fork running trips right.
Calls for a snap. Handoff towards the right side. Met by a couple of Vikings. Clayton Wignall bringing him
Finally
out of
brought
bounds.
Yeah, and nobody really knows who number 12 is. He's clearly not a wide receiver, so neither of the number 13s, I think, are number 12.
I have no idea.
As every single play for number 12 has been a handoff, so he is 100% a running back.
Yeah. Max Preps could just be wrong about.
Yeah, and anybody can really list it. So
Why is the clock shouldn't have been running?
wow, sure, absolutely rocked by Carter Wilkes. What an incredible play by him. He's just
apologize about
safety,
the call.
wide receiver, and tight end.
Yeah, he plays.
Plays a lot of things. He was almost playing corner right there.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of different things here. So 3rd down, Pleasant Grove's crowd's got to get rowdy here. But, you're not quite under those Friday night lights yet. We are still under the sun.
Yeah.
Blocked by a cloud.
we got probably another hour 15 until the sun fully sets.
Yeah. Potentially only 45.
Throw up the middle, caught.
And that's going to be good for a first down as Pleasant Grove in the moment that they needed to cover perfectly. There's one man in between 2 defensive backs.
Number 8, Christian Hanshaw picking up the first down for the Cavemen. I believe it was Ethan passing number What number was he?
2.
Number 2. That's what his name, or his number.
His name is
I'm
Jacob.
rusty, guys. I'm rusty.
Yeah, it's always hard to get those gears turning.
Haven't been on the mic in 3 months.
Fake handoff right there, and it works clearly as they get another first down. Number 18, Merritt Clark. Really hope it's Merritt Clark. He's the second number 17. Except Merritt Clark is a sophomore middle linebacker. So I don't know.
Bro, Max Preps, I don't know if it's Max Preps or just American Fork. I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah, there's some crazy stuff going on here. As, you know, if I turn to the second page of American Fork's roster, there's a lot of seniors, a lot of 250-pound plus guys. So I think that a lot of their roster actually is up in the 40s as far as their number.
As there was a penalty, which makes it 1st and 15, they brought back
that first down they made.
Yeah, Metz,
And he's brought down. Wow.
Bills picking up the sack for the Vikings.
Absolutely incredible. First sack of the game, first sack of the season for Pleasant Grove.
Okay, we got, thank you, Adriana Wolfgram, for this. This is Tavake's mom. She is the one giving us all the information in the comments right now. Davian Aquine.
Aquine?
Aquine.
Aquine. I like it.
And then number 12 on American Fork is DC Fano.
DC Fano.
Fanua.
Fanua.
Fanua, yeah. As there's an injury on the field. It will be 2nd and 23 after the sack, an 8-yard loss, courtesy of Luke Bills, number 14, who is a safety. Was it Jake? I don't think.
No, it's Luke Bills. He's number 14.
So, a safety blitz.
Jake Bills, I mean, he also plays defense, so I don't know. But I'm 99% sure it was number 14, Luke Bills.
I believe it was so.
For the
I didn't-
first sack
I didn't
of the
see
game, by the way.
I didn't see a guardian cap, or second sack. Cannon got sacked earlier.
Well, us getting a sack, Pleasant Grove.
Okay.
So technically the second sack that's been done in the game, but how do you guys like this new field? I really like it. Like, I know it's the second season with it, but it looks good.
It's a lot nicer to be on. I keep forgetting about the clock.
American
Calling
Fork.
for deep balls, double coverage, can't pick it up.
Merritt Clark. Hopefully that's number 18. Again, if more answers could come, that would be awesome.
Adriana Wolfgram, you getting on that?
Don't want to ask too much of you, but third down, deep in Viking territory here. A turnover, forced fumble, or an interception right here could mean a huge difference going into halftime for this Viking team.
Looking
That's
deep, looking over the middle, double coverage, picked off.
Intercepted by Ethan Passy.
His wow game.
Amazing. Ethan Passy putting in the absolute work for Pleasant Grove.
Ethan Passey's second interception of the game, and we are 18 minutes into this game.
Unreal, not even into the second half. We are just barely halfway over with the second quarter, and we've had 2 interceptions from one man on Pleasant Grove. We have another interception that also happened, and it was a pick 6 from Corbin Robbins.
Cannon Jacobson, calls motion for Robbins. The screen
Looks
pass. Lays a man out, my goodness, before he's brought out of bounds.
For only a gain of 2 yards, absolute maximum effort given by Corbin Robbins. I love it. I'm loving what I'm seeing here.
Also, the clock should have stopped. He was out of bounds.
Yeah.
Unless they're doing something with the running clock that's different this year. I have heard, I don't know if this is true or not yet. I will look into it. I heard that
There's a mercy rule.
they're implementing a mercy rule. Pass picked up by
Forrest
Landon.
Pointer. Wow. Forrest Pointer gets the first down there. And again, great play done by Forrest Pointer. If he's put in the right situation, he's got great hands and he's got just enough speed to get through there. So he has to always find the open hole in American Forks defense, because if things keep ending up like how they were in the first quarter, where Forrest Pointer would be absolutely rocked by some of these defensemen. Jacobson looks left, throws right down the middle to Ryder Huntsman. He's got lots of room. Can he make it to the end zone? Not quite. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
If Forrest Pointer stopped with the block, he would have got there with the touchdown if Forrest Pointer didn't stop his block. Also, this guy with the clock is being so inconsistent with when he starts and stops. There's been a couple of times where he's supposed to and he just hasn't.
It's kind of unfortunate. Hands off to Drew Jensen. He was immediately met and brought down by 3 cavemen, including Dallin Afu, who is the main instigator of that bring down right there. I got a text saying that it is Merrick. Somebody said that to me.
Honestly,
I don't know if they meant it is Merrick or that's how you say his name. I'm not sure.
Also, I am now just seeing that someone in the comments said the mercy rule is 35 or more points. I thought it was 44. I heard 44. Could be 35.
A 44-point deficit is pretty hard to get to.
I mean, so is a 35.
But a 35 is also, but you would see
a lot more
35s
doable.
way more often. And now you might see more 40-point wins with the mercy rule, if that's true.
Yeah, more people are going to be more aggressive, try to end the game early.
Yeah, because it's in the best interest of both teams at that point, because let's take, for example, Pleasant Grove versus Skyridge 2 years ago. That was a 49-7 loss, and the 7 was scored in garbage time, which garbage time was technically the whole second half. But by that I mean it was 3 minutes left in the game, and Pleasant Grove was playing varsity versus a straight-up sophomore team.
Wow.
And there you go, and that's where that came from. So if that were to happen, it would be in Scourge's best interest to win that game and Pleasant Grove's to lose. So that would be a situation where maybe the mercy rule would come in handy.
Yeah. They're saying a 44-point lead. The game is called after the first half.
Okay. Hands off to Drew Jensen again on the right side and brought down. So that lineup there had 3 men in the backfield with Cannon and just Ryder Huntsman way out there on the corner.
Now, 3rd and goal. Ball still lies on the 4-yard line.
So we'll have to see another lineup with lots of people in the backfield with Cannon. As Cannon rolls out and he decides to take it himself, and he's met, but he gets a gain of 2. 4th and goal on the 2-yard line. I mean, you got to go for it. You can't kick it from here. That's too safe of an option.
Especially when you're down 6. You can hopefully get it in there up 2 yards to get the 6 points, and then maybe the PAT to put you ahead right before half. And looks like they will be going for it.
Yep, you got
trips right in a cluster, single left.
with one man in the backfield. Jacobson looks, and it is short, incomplete pass, and that's a turnover on the 2-yard line for Pleasant Grove. They had 5 receivers out for that play.
Yeah, and the pass was intended for Corbin Robbins, who was the running back.
Which almost, if you were to hand it off to Corbin on that play, I wish you could run a replay here real quick. if you were to hand it off, he would have had an open hole right there, and maybe there would have been a read on the defense to bring him down. But with 2 yards to go, maybe running it would have been the right option.
I mean, they tried it, what was that, 2 or 3 times in a row and couldn't get anything going with the run game. So it was probably their best option to pass it. Calling defensive plays, looks to
Here's
the
Jake
right.
Madsen. And you could have gotten a safety there, like we were saying earlier. It would take a safety to even up this score.
Second and 7? 7 and 6?
Second and 7 here. Madsen looks right, and oh, it's almost picked off by Fianu Hafoka. Finau? Is it Finau Hafoka?
I think so.
Okay.
Pass was good for a
Looks
caveman
left.
first down.
Running a deep pass here, and it's caught by American Fork. Merrick Clark, wow, number 18, doing so much for this team. As you can see, Corbin Robbins falls to the ground before he can stop that play there. Wait, that wasn't Corbin Robbins, so sorry. Davian.
Quick play over on the right, had to be thrown out of bounds. Sorry, I was lacking on the clock there. We got a minute 27. Now second and 10. There is a flag down. They called the intentional grounding on the last play when he threw it out of bounds.
I thought you can't get that called if you throw it out of bounds.
No, you can. You can get it if there's no one on your team around when you throw it out of bounds. That's what intentional grounding is.
Well,
you intentionally throw it out of bounds when your team's not
okay.
around.
I thought it was just throwing it on the ground to make it an incomplete pass, but I don't know.
No,
Maybe I'm just
then
a silly boy.
you can
Madsen
throw
right
up
down the
middle.
middle, and he's rocked from behind. Number 21. He's
Jake.
not listed. Well,
Jake Bill? Oh, on
for American Fork.
I thought you were saying Jake Bills was the one that rocked him.
No, actually, I think it was Luke Bills that hit him.
No, that was
sorry.
Jake. That was
it
Jake.
actually was Jake Bills. So it's 21 on 21 action right there. Got to remember, Jake Bills has got a Guardian cap on, and it keeps fooling me. I think that he doesn't have a helmet, and he's just got really dark hair.
Looks to his
Madsen looks-
right.
oh, it's tipped and almost picked off by number 89, Xavier Gabriel.
Am I tripping or because it was behind the line of scrimmage? Shouldn't that have been? No, never mind.
No.
Never mind. I am just going crazy. It's been a while since I've had to deal with anything football. So
Yeah, study up, guys. You got NFL preseason. Some college games are going to start. You're going to have that random game in Ireland for some reason. All that good stuff.
I keep forgetting to switch the down as they punt it away. Good punt down the left and goes
It's
out of bounds.
I don't know why. No, okay, yeah. So yeah, out of bounds. Going to give Pleasant Grove a chance to score here with 1:13.
Okay, also, I'm saying this now. I apologize. I think I've got too much going on, and I can't get the down, but I will get the possession. We will be saying the down and how many yards to go.
Oh, pretty much every play. So bear with us. As again, we got to remember to shout out Boston here, as he is color commentating, reading a roster, running clock, scoreboard, and graphics all at the same time, and replays, by the way. Basically everything technical.
Basically everything but the camera right now.
Exactly, and the camera work being done.
By Colton Hagberg. Shout out to
Great
him.
camera work. Loving it. Cannon
Scramble.
gonna decide to take it himself. He gets through and slides.
Slides for the first down to bring the ball on the 50. 1:07 on the clock remaining in the first half.
Clock starts again.
Vikings with a hurry up offense. Trips left.
Single right, one man backfield. It's handed off to Vake Wolfgram. He gets about 1 foot of gain before he's brought down. They don't even count it. They just put it right back on the line of scrimmage.
I mean, 1 foot.
It's not that much of a gain, truly, but it is. Vikings take a timeout to stop that clock, as it is a live clock when the ball is down, but not an incomplete pass or out of bounds.
Yeah. Well, I don't even know. The person running the time clock on the other room hasn't been stopping it for out of bounds.
Well, you got to forgive people, as you know, these aren't professionals or experts that are running it. It is a fellow teacher, and with Mr. Larson retiring, you know, someone who did it for
forget about
many
that.
years. Maybe someone who's a little bit new to this. So go easy on the old boy.
I don't know who is doing it. It's a good question.
But other than that, they are doing a superb job mostly, minus a couple of, not stopping the clock when out of bounds. But you have to know the rules pretty well in and out to.
I don't know
to
what
do.
that said, but someone just held up a Snapchat to the press box, and it said something on it. I didn't read it, but
They trying to tell us to stop talking or something.
oh no, they're holding it up to the other room.
Oh,
It might have been saying something about the clock. I don't know. I just saw some text.
time is moving here. 37.
Trips right, single left. Calls for looks to his right,
Jacobson,
looks to the middle.
He's got to
Got
get to
caught.
the Ryder Huntsman. Can he get the first down and out of bounds? Looks like he does at least one. He gets both.
22.3 seconds on the clock. 1st and 10 with the ball lying on the 40-yard line. Now in Caveman territory.
Yeah, and Pleasant Grove trying to redeem their mistake from earlier of being on the 2-yard line in scoring position and turning the ball over. Jacobson now practically in Hail Mary formation.
Trips left, rolls out, fires into triple coverage, incomplete with 17-7 on the clock.
Not quite triple coverage, but
There was 3 cavemen there, just not on one guy.
not all on one guy. It would have been absolutely insane if that were to be thrown. However, some people were arguing that there was a holding to stop.
I didn't see it. I got a big block right where that was.
It's kind of hard.
Looks like the cavemen student section is a lot more coordinated than our own. They got, is that neon? I think that's
It's like
construction.
construction, neon.
I'm seeing construction vests or just neon.
I think Pleasant Grove's supposed to have blue, but there are some people legit wearing red in the crowd, which is unfortunate. Jacobson looks right, gives it to Vake Wolfgram. He's got to run out of bounds to stop that clock here. 12.7 on 3 and 10, pretty much. And here's the thing, and some people might be thinking, just go into the second half, but Pleasant Grove is receiving for second half, so
Yeah. And the first half is where the action was so far. The first quarter really was where all of the scoring happened. Have we seen a score in the second quarter?
we did, it was a long time ago.
Looking left over the middle
Jacobson.
to Huntsman, gets
He's
rocked.
And they could try to get one last play, but it would have to be hurry up, and they do not as both players are kind of hurting after that hit, as Ryder Huntsman
Ryder
is on all
actually
fours
winded.
right now, and the wind is knocked out of him. Well, if there's one time to get the wind knocked out of you, it's right before halftime. So
Yeah, that'll
look on
give you
the
the
bright
most time
side
to
of
rest.
things. Pleasant Grove going into the half down 6. Multiple chances to score here, but honestly, I'm liking what I'm seeing from this team so far. Holding their rivals, American Fork, to only 15, and also getting their starting quarterback benched pretty much.
Yeah, after throwing 2 picks, one a pick 6 of Corbin Robbins, and then the other pick with a huge gain.
Yeah, and it
to
should
Ryder
have been a
Huntsman.
pick 6.
It was so close.
to
And-
Ethan Passy, who
Oh, that was Ethan. I said Ryder.
Ethan Passy has 2 interceptions on this game right now, and we almost saw Xavier Gabriel at number 89 get a interception. He knocked the ball way up in the air, and it almost falls into his hands. So, anyways, what a great half of football, to be honest. What a great way to open up the season for Pleasant Grove. And even though they're down 6, I'm liking what I'm seeing.
Yeah,
So,
that's very doable.
exactly,
In
right?
one half, score 6, get the PAT, take the lead. That's very doable with this team.
Yeah, and it's also high potential to lose the game. To lose that, small deficit. It can grow into a big one. By the way, so earlier we were talking about how Pleasant Grove has almost a 500 record, and they kind of have this reputation of being a bad team, air quotes. Their home record, 58 and 56. Their away record, 67 and 62, which those numbers don't match up, right? That's a lot of away games, a lot more for some reason. I don't know why Pleasant Grove plays so many away games.
I think there was one season, I believe, in the early 2010s where they were redoing the field, so they played one home game that season.
Wow, well, that is crazy. I do remember hearing about when they redid the field, because this field used to be grass with concrete bleachers back in the day. And it got redone, and I'm pretty sure the first game back, they didn't have the away stands up yet. And so it was Pleasant Grove versus Timpview. They crammed both fan bases into one side, the home side bleachers, and they had an absolute battle for the ages. I actually don't even know who won that game. That's some pretty good Pleasant Grove trivia you got there. So, yeah.
If anyone knows, let us know.
You look at all these records. They have a 2-2 out of state. Their playoff record's 11 and 18. So all of these records are 8 games within 500 over 21 seasons. Kind of insane. And of course, their worst season is the first season that Max Preps kept stats. They went 0-9. I'm pretty sure it's their only winless season in school history.
I mean, they've been around so long.
It very well could be wrong.
I feel like there's got to be at least some
other
maybe
winless.
multiple seasons early in the school's program where they just didn't have the development for it.
Yeah.
And it's very possible that they had winless seasons before. It's just we don't know of them.
Right, and there's like records in places of the UHSAA, but it's hard to really tell.
Am I seeing both teams' cheer squad
Perform to the same song.
with what looks to be the exact same
Yeah, it is.
routine? I have never seen this before.
So back to some Pleasant Grove football history, by the way. This is season 33 of the championship drought, by the way. Their last championship came in 1993. And, of course, their last best season was 3 years ago. A lot of people thought that 30 years, on the 30-year anniversary, they were going to win it all. But, of course,
They did get
we
pretty
saw
close.
how it went. I always forget who Pleasant Grove beat in that game. But it's some odd school. I think it's It's like
6A?
Ben Lomond or something.
In 6A 3 years ago? Oh, in 93.
1993. I'm pretty sure Pleasant Grove was 4A back then.
Do we think Google will have our answer?
Yeah, probably. Of course, Pleasant Grove also hasn't been to the semifinals in 7-ish years, right? Since 2019, or 2018, sorry, technically. So it's been around 8 years, actually. And before that, it was 2006 was their last time. Both of those times that Pleasant Grove made it all the way to Rice Eccles, they didn't score. I'm pretty sure in 2006, Pleasant Grove lost like 0-32 to Bingham. And then in 2018, they lost 0-56 to Lone Peak.
You said it was 1993?
Yes.
I found a place where we can look way further back than, what'd you say, 04?
2004 is just when Max Preps kept track.
Let's see. I'm seeing American Fork, Salt Lake City West, Roy, Payson, Provo, an open slot.
Oh, Judge Memorial. That's who Pleasant Grove beat, was Judge Memorial.
Oh, on here it's saying that.
That they won.
Oh no, this is for Pleasant Grove actually. Sorry. So I'm seeing their whole season.
Oh, wow.
Sorry. So this is the Vikings. They beat Salt Lake City Judge Memorial 18-17 in 4A.
Kicked a field goal for the win, I believe. Anyways, so thank you guys for tuning in. We will be right back for second half coverage. Maybe start about 1 to 2 minutes before that half starts. So yeah, get yourself some snacks, do something, relax, and enjoy a second half of Viking football coming up soon. Welcome back, football fans, to half two. The second half here of the home opener, season opener of the 2026 Pleasant Grove High School football season. Little bit of a recap of the first half. Pleasant Grove gets a pick six on the second play of the game, then proceeds to pick off American Fork again, run 70 yards, but then cannot convert for the touchdown and has to settle for a field goal. Also, their PAT on their pick six was blocked. There's where our 9 points came from. Then American Fork scored a touchdown, got a 2-point conversion, and then scored again. And that's pretty much how that all happened. You know, they scored again, hit their PAT, and that's how Pleasant Grove is down 6 here, starting the second half. A couple of good things to know. Ethan Passy, the Lone Peak transfer from last year, has 2 interceptions, and Corbin Robbins has the other interception, which was the pick six, by the way. Pleasant Grove has shown some brilliance this game so far in that they've been able to march down the field, but they cannot convert. They cannot finish. So that's the thing they have to work on right now. They have to figure out how to get the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, the red zone offense is where it's been struggling. They struggled very much going downfield. Getting in that red zone, they were 4th and 2 for 3 plays.
They were on the 4-yard line for 3 plays, and then we're on 4th and 2.
That's what I
and
meant.
couldn't convert. And that came from a lot of handing off to Drew Jensen, who's a great running back, but you know, this American Fork defensive line is very good. All 250-pound plus guys. So it's hard to get through, and you know, Pleasant Grove's actually been doing all right with their line with Jackson Mortensen, a great lineman for Pleasant Grove.
Yeah, and he plays both ways. He's playing almost every single snap, both offense and defense, for this Vikings team, and he does great at it. Last year, he led the team in sacks and was also amazing on the offensive line. The others on the offensive line did struggle. There was many struggles with both offense and defensive line last year. It has certainly picked up this year, and we've seen that in the first 24 minutes of the game. We've seen great offensive line. I mean, I wouldn't say great. I would say heavily improved.
Yeah.
Heavily improved offensive line. Defensive line has been good. They've gotten 1 sack coming from Jake Bills. Landon, force pointer, takes it out on the right, gets dropped.
And again, Forrest Pointer gets the reception and gets to the 25-yard line. Again, he should be taking these touchbacks if that's where he's going to get every time, which is unfortunate, but that's just how it goes. By the way, some improvements that we have found out the names of some players and also have figured out how to pronounce some other names. So sorry about that, Davion Aquine, right?
Yes.
Yes. Davion Aquine, very awesome. So that was our bad for just saying things bad.
If you guys have watched us for more than 2 games of any sport, you know that we struggle with names.
Fake handoff to Devake Wolfram. Fooled me for a second there.
And Devake is upset with something.
Maybe he's upset that he didn't get the handoff. I don't know.
I think that was probably a read option. And Kanan Jacobson took it himself up the middle. Got to pick up a 3. Now 2nd and 7. But Vake was pretty much off to the races if he got that ball.
Yeah. Jacobson
Out to the right, hits
Aquine, and he is brought down.
I don't know why I said picked.
They call first down for that. So very great as the sun sets and the lights turn on. Pleasant Grove is here to make some improvements. 11 minutes, 12 seconds remaining. It says 11:55 on your screen. Again, This is not our producer's fault. So go easy on him in the comments.
I haven't seen any hate so far. So.
I'm just kidding.
Trips left,
Oh,
one
and a
off the
bunch,
ball.
too.
Or
You got
Twins left, one in the hip.
You got Corbin Robbins there for play action potentially, and Jacobson has to scramble. He's got the option, and he's going to run out of bounds. He gets past everybody and gets the first down. Holy, wow, what a play
I thought he was
from
about
Ken
to
and
slide
Jacobson.
right there.
I couldn't believe he got past that.
Oh, I apologize. Our scoreboard just isn't updating. That's why the clock has been running. It just hasn't been updating correctly. I swear I had the right time.
Well, how odd.
There we go. Now internet is hopefully fixed. Trips left, single right. Corbin
Robbins
goes,
in motion.
passes over the middle. Carter Wilkes, wow, picks up another first down and adds another 5 yards to it.
Amazing marching down the field. First option play from Carter Wilkes we've seen. He's played some defense, but now gets his first reception of the game, according to me. My knowledge of the game.
His second.
His second, I don't know.
I believe it's his second.
Yeah. He has had some great defensive plays, though, so far.
Twins both sides. Two off the hip. Corbin goes into motion, make it trips left. Calls for it, looks to his left, thrown over the middle, caught.
Carter Wilkes again with the first down and some.
And then a heavy hit towards number 24.
He's basically been wide open in the middle of the field twice.
Are we calling number 24 for American Ford Camden Shelby or Andrew Fulton?
I say it's Camden Shelby because I'd say
That's the
Andrew
first one?
Fulton is 26.
All right. Trips right, handoff, or fake handoff. Cannon takes it himself up the middle for a pickup of probably about
1
one.
yard. Something's better than nothing, and after 2 first down conversions, that's absolutely great.
Yeah, 2 first downs in a row, both by number 22, Carter Wilkes. And then it's got to slow down at some point, pick up a 1 yard gain, come out on 2nd and 9, try to pick up something more. Tavake goes into motion, looks to the right.
And
Pass
it's picked off! Going to be a pick 6 for American Fork as he runs 70 yards.
Number 5, Noah Bem, the tight end and wide receiver, as he gets a pick 6 of 76 yards.
Absolutely insane. American Fork read that play perfectly and knew that that was going to be a weak pass to an open man, but
They just read it perfectly, jumped on it right there, and able to pick it up.
yeah, held down triangle in Madden and
Got the aggressive touch.
got absolute mass aggression and he got it.
Andrew Fulton to take the PAT. Kick is up and good.
Wow. So there you go. A 6-point lead turns into a 13-point lead for the Cavemen. And there you go. Like we said at halftime, a 6-point lead is a decent position. Well, a 6-point deficit is not a horrible position to be in, but it can run away from you quickly.
And
we
we saw
can
that.
see there. And capitalizing off of mistakes isn't a viable game strategy. You know, it's pretty much about luck. You know, a prime example of that, Pleasant Grove's game a couple years ago against Skyridge, Pleasant Grove's capitalized on fumbles and interceptions to take a 20-point lead at half, and they ended up losing that game because those interceptions ran out.
Yeah. And as we're seeing just now, Pleasant Grove is adapting to Landon Fourth Pointer being a little undersized against this American Fork team, and they subbed out and put Corbin Robbins, who's been amazing athletically so far.
Yeah, a lot bigger, probably stronger. And he's able to be more of a presence on the field.
The kickoff going to Corbin.
And
Gets it.
it's going to be a touchback here.
just bounced right out of his hands for the touchback. He would have tried to receive that.
It almost looked like he missed it, but I do think it bounced out of his hands. Which, that is a dangerous game to play. If you let it hit your hands, it's a live ball.
Yeah.
So if American Fork were to somehow be in the end zone when that happened and picked up the ball, it would have been an automatic score.
would have been crazy if they got down that fast in general.
Yeah. We've seen some crazy stuff like that happen, though. Not just in high school sports, but in the NFL. There's some stuff that happens like that. And so here we are. This is a similar position that Pleasant Grove has been in from, kickoffs with Landon Forest Pointer. Deep. Ryder Hickman catches it, and he's got grass in front of him at least for another 8 yards. Past the 50-yard line. Here we go.
Ryder with the big first down. Put it over the 50-yard line with a, trying to do my mouth, a 34-yard pickup on that play. Handoff to Drew Jensen, met by two cavemen and kept at the line of scrimmage.
Looks like for a second there they were holding Ian Wilson's foot. So one of the Pleasant Grove linemen was just kind of stuck, but only with his left leg into that pileup, and he was just kind of hobbling on the outside of it.
And that's really not good for him. Well, if it's his left leg, I'm still not ideal, but he did tear his right ACL.
Really? And that is a smack out of the air by Dallin Afu. And he has had his fingertips all over this game so far. Great defensive end, defensive tackle. He's a 245-pound, 6'2" senior. That's a big guy right there.
Yeah, that is not someone you want to see running at you full speed in the pocket.
Exactly.
Trips left now.
Putting Aquine on the left side here in a bunch.
Hitting the cluster. The screen pass to Huntsman. Breaks through two, brought down after a short pickup by number 35, Sam Thompson.
Looks like Cohen
62.
Bishop, number 82, right?
I think that's 62. Ian Wilson, the center.
Wow, the man we were just talking about who tore his right ACL.
He did tear that 2 years ago, his sophomore year, now in his senior year, I believe. Yeah, that's number 62. That is Ian Wilson, the center. Will probably bring in the backup. I don't remember who the backup is.
Coach Fugel, the second-year defensive coach for Pleasant Grove, played college football at Utah State University after playing as a lineman here in PG. I actually don't know when he played college football, but he did at some point.
Fourth and sixth here as they will go for the conversion.
I mean, they really have to at this point, and American Fork will start to play offensive possessions that take 6+ minutes to, convert into a touchdown or, whatever.
Snap a little bit high.
Jacobson's got a bit of room. He gets it down, and he is hit after his jersey's being pulled.
That is good for the first down.
It is.
There's a little bit of a questionable play there.
Yeah, kind of left as bait almost after he's being held back by a jersey.
I forgot to start the clock. My bad, guys.
So Cannon Jacobson doing great, honestly. Those American Fork players have to be careful. You cannot approach somebody with the head.
Yeah.
They will call targeting, and it will get you kicked out of the game. Jacobson looks in front of him. He's got room. He goes head first right into somebody. And so there's a tussle over for number 54, Trey Weber. Weber, sorry.
And he is the backup center. I was waiting for a time to say that. He comes in as a junior for the backup center, Ian Wilson, after getting injured as the trainer's tent is closed, so we can't get any update on that right now. 2nd and 6 for the Vikings, making a couple of switch switches. It will bring in number 25, Drew Jensen, as well as number 88, Sky Merriweather.
Very cool. High snap there. Jacobson gets it. Pass is converted to Huntsman on the right side. Going to be 3rd and 1. So that was a quick conversion into a pass from the snap there, as Jacobson doesn't have much time. You know, American Fork's showing blitz on a lot of these plays.
Yeah, hurry up offense, trips left, fakes the motion with Sky. Going for an audible here with 16 seconds on the play clock. You got to be quick about this. 5 minutes and 50 seconds-ish on the quarter clock. Fake handoff thrown over the middle, incomplete, intended for Sky Merriweather.
Yeah, and Trey Weber is sending these snaps a bit high for Jacobson. He's catching it up here near his head every time.
I mean, that's a lot better than having a low snap.
It's true. That is very true. However,
Except
it
when it
seems
goes
like
over your
Jacobson is getting a bit, not flustered, but the ball is
Slowed
going
down.
super fast. He's just boom. And, you know, then he's got to make a split-second decision there. And so that's why you're seeing these kind of what seem like hurry-up plays when they don't necessarily need to be.
Yeah, they're just being a bit rushed. Thrown over the middle, cannot get completed. Pass intended for number 22, Carter Wilkes.
Gotta love it when the stadium announcer says the same thing we do. So
that
there
was
you go.
flat down. I
Yeah,
didn't
that's a
even-
turnover right there for Pleasant Grove. Not the worst position though. 25-yard line, so it's basically where Pleasant Grove started on their drive. And that's why you would go for it on 4th right there. And being down 13. Now this is where the game will get decided. You know, because if American Fork makes mistakes here, potentially a fumble, interception, or just a 3 and out.
Deep ball
Way too far.
cannot be completed. Pass intended for number 3.
We didn't get number 3's name.
I don't believe so. No. Have to look back at Adriana Wolfgram.
Seeing
Have to
if we
double
have
check.
any corrections for us, but yeah, pass too far. So again, mistakes, 3 and out, fumble or interception here. Like that is what Pleasant Grove is looking to do. They don't want, and they want it on this first set of downs. They don't want it in a minute. Almost
Corbin.
a sack, but cannot quite get it.
Corbin
12,
was
DC.
putting in work there on that play.
DC Fanua, number 12.
Yeah, Corbin ran through him, almost got the sack, and then the quarterback was just barely able to throw it out. Jake Madsen, a great heads-up play there. Just barely able to throw it out in time. Hunter Robinson rushing off the field.
Matson, I wonder, no.
I feel like he's got a brother in basketball.
There was a Madsen quarterback from American Fork who played for Boise State for a while. Blitz almost
Right, he's got to scramble,
and
slide.
decides and takes basically a face plant with only 1 yard gain. And that's going to be fourth down. So there you go. Pleasant Grove forces a 3 and out off of a great performance from Jackson Mortensen, just barely number 73. Make sure to watch for him on a lot of defensive plays. He's probably one of the best linemen Pleasant Grove will have in a long time. 285, 6'3" senior. Of course, also watch out for number 72, Nick Stewart, a junior, 6'7", 315.
Yeah, he's big. The punt, a little bit low of a snap, a high ball.
Has to rush it too, so it's not the punt that they want. Takes an
It's a
American
good
Fork
roll.
bounce right there.
And will end up at the 38.
And there you go. Pleasant Grove has to march all the way down the field again. 3:56 to go in the third quarter. Again, another 12 minutes to play after that. This game can turn around for Pleasant Grove.
They've got the time.
Exactly. The now is not the time to panic or try to play too much hurry up. You know, hurry up can be a viable strategy though in order to force the defense to set.
Yeah. They definitely have worked on that a good bit in practice. I have seen it, but sometimes they can't get set themselves fast enough,
Right.
especially with getting mixed up plays with someone being in, someone not, with we just saw there with Drew Jensen and Tavake Wolfgram.
Yeah. Puts Vake in
Also-
the backfield with him.
Jed Christopherson in now as quarterback instead of Cannon Jacobson.
Yeah, and Jet Christopherson sends it nowhere, quite frankly, right down the middle of the field in between two American Fort Cavemen with no man to get it. I think the pass would have been intended for Carter Wilkes had Carter Wilkes been able to get through on his route.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Jacobson might just be hurting a little bit after those.
Pass over the middle. Ooh, he
Man.
gets blown up.
Straight to
Quickly
him.
back up. Landon Force Pointer, the intended receiver.
Yeah, and let me tell you, Jet Christopherson has thrown a couple of risky passes in his first two plays. The last thing Pleasant Grove needs to do right now is throw an interception.
Yeah, or a hospital ball.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
first game. Because the
And-
Vikings do have a couple of key players that are injured. I thought Corbin Robbins was going to be out for this game, but apparently he's good to go.
Put in Cooper Schaefer, by the way.
Get to Tavake Wolfram up the middle, met by two cavemen, brought
And-
down. Is that just
That looks like it's a first right there, and they give it to him. Absolutely incredible. So yeah, they put Cooper Schaefer in, the 5'6", 180-pound junior, and he's on the far right. So he seems like a Landon Force Pointer, except he's even shorter than him.
Schaefer is a dog. though. I will
Schaefer's
say.
they got Schaefer and put Force Pointer out on the right there for Twins.
Trips, right?
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Tavake moving around in the backfield. Jet
Stofferson has to run.
scramble.
Gets past some guys. And there you go. That's a 6-yard gain right there. And Jet Christopherson showing why he's able to play these varsity minutes right now.
Yeah, as a junior, 6'2", he does have the athleticism. He is quick. It's just some of the key things from him is his pass accuracy. We saw it in that first two plays where they weren't the best. His decision making is getting there. He hasn't had the varsity minutes, so he hasn't had the time to really develop with those decisions as a deep ball into double coverage thrown out of bounds.
Yeah, not an amazing play there. So you said Pleasant Grove came into the season with a couple of injuries. That includes who would probably be their starting quarterback, Connor Ibarra.
Yes, he has a right shoulder injury that he either got from baseball at the end of the season that has never recovered in the 3 months, or something over the summer months that I don't know about. I just know it's a right shoulder injury, so that's why he's unable to play quarterback. He is
can't-
listed as a quarterback, I believe.
I can't see him
Is.
out there on the sideline as Christopherson runs out of bounds. Gapsa gets rocked, by the way.
I'm not sure. He would be number 6. He might not even be
Yeah, I
dressed.
don't see a number 6 down there on the sideline.
I do see another player that is injured. He's not dressed, so he might.
And they're going for it on fourth here. And
Fourth
this
and 3.
is an important fourth down for the Vikings right now.
Yeah, you need to get this going. I don't know why I paused the clock.
American Fort, that defense, it almost looks like they have an extra man on the field. They show blitz, they
get
do.
the blitz.
Christopherson's got to get through, and he does, and
Is that good? No, it's not.
it's so close, but it's not quite. And that is a turnover. American Fort crowd sends a "Who's your daddy?" chant to the Pleasant Grove crowd, and I gotta say, the Pleasant Grove crowd's got to work on their game here. Very quiet.
I haven't been hearing a lot. Haven't really heard any chants. The loudest I've heard him get is on that 34-yard pass to, was it Carter Wilkes or was that
Yeah.
Ryder Huntsman?
Oh, Ryder Huntsman. I will say, like, Pleasant Grove, they can get hype when they're up, you know, and it's good, and that's good. But you know, they need to pull their team into the game here.
Yeah, and I understand it's hard to get something going when you're losing.
Handoff to Latani Vaki.
Brought down by Clayton Wignell.
So Jake Matson.
Shout out Sweet Productions. Got Sheldon Sweet up in the
Sweet
booth.
Productions. What a great guy. I love that guy. Matson calls for the snap. Fake handoff here.
Wignell was there.
Quick little pass, and he is knocked into a couple of different guys. Number 8, Christian Hanshaw.
That is good for a Caveman first down.
Yeah, and we're seeing some names that we haven't seen before. Do you ever notice that American Fork doesn't use their caveman logo that much? They like to use their A.
Yeah, they like that. It's basically Alabama. It's basically like the same A as Alabama.
Yeah, that's what I think. Or like, you know, I don't know. It's just kind of funny to me. Defense makes an adjustment here.
Run up the middle, gets
Handoff
stopped.
is absolutely slammed. What a great play by Luke Bills. Again, and that was another handoff to Latani Vaki.
Sorry, my clock was off by a couple of seconds. 5 seconds on the clock. Last play, trying to get the snap, trying to get the call for offsides, but they will not as the clock expires. As now we head into the fourth quarter, 12 more minutes to play, no score in the third quarter. Both teams really just going 3 and out, except for, I believe, 2 first downs coming from the Cavemen, bringing it up to the 46-yard line going into the fourth quarter. But the third was quite a stalemate there.
Yeah, it was a lot of just a lot of defense being played here, and a lot of kind of scared plays, you know, and then almost with American Fork or Pleasant Grove, they put in Jack Christopherson for any reason, and we're not really sure what happened to Cannon, but we're really hoping that he's okay, that maybe he can come back in and maybe lead Pleasant Grove too. I wouldn't quite say it would be a miracle if they started at the 12-minute mark, but get under 7 and it will start to become that.
Yeah, they got to get the ball back, get some good plays going. As I'm not seeing Cannon anymore. I did see him earlier. He didn't seem injured, just taking maybe a little bit of a break.
Yeah.
As we start the fourth quarter, Vikings defense makes an adjustment, run up the middle.
Almost gets him. And it's hard to say this because it's so arbitrary, but Pleasant Grove could use a fumble or interception right now.
Yeah, they
Forced
definitely
turnover.
could. They can definitely use the momentum. If anything, the crowd needs to help them a bit, get some energy going, get some hype, and just get them back into this. As I do now see Cannon Jacobson, he doesn't seem injured. Or at least he's not walking like it. He might be walking over to the tent right now. Deep ball thrown, and a flag is down.
On the play. What? Oh, they call it a pass interference.
Jake Bills, number 21, will be a Caveman first down after the pass interference.
Pass interference on the Vikings.
I keep forgetting I need to stop the clock when there's flags.
Some rough stuff here. Pleasant Grove situation getting more and more dire every minute here.
Madsen calls for the snap, looks to his right, pass is thrown and caught.
Brought down by Carter Wilkes out of bounds.
Jake Bills, number 21.
Oh, yes, so sorry. Carter Wilkes, 22.
That was good for another first down. That puts them in the red zone. 19 yards to go. 1st and 10. Vikings needing a big stop here. And guys, I really apologize about the clock. I have not been getting it good today. Pass is caught on the left by number 3, who is
Unlisted.
unnamed. And believe that will be good for another first down.
And American Fork just absolutely marching down the field as the wind is being knocked out of Pleasant Grove right now. The student
Oh, there was a
section's not
flag.
into it. Oh,
there was a flag on the
play.
cavemen. I did not see what it was, but it's just a replay of the down.
Oh, an ineligible receiver.
What do you do to have an ineligible receiver before the school year starts?
Oh no, it's not about like that's not about academics.
Well, I know, but
That's a 5-yard penalty. Reclaim first down.
it'll be 1st and 15. Matson calls for a snap, looks down to his left, gets jumped on and sacked by Derek Brinton, number 3.
Oh, yeah, ineligible receiver. It means a lineman caught the ball.
Oh,
So it was they didn't throw it to a receiver or back,
okay.
threw it to a lineman. So I kind of forget that's a rule because it doesn't happen that often.
Yeah.
Usually the quarterback knows which numbers to look for. But that's a demanding job, you know. You got to really know when you're.
Are they calling it off? There's holding on the Vikings.
Holding on the defense.
It's now 2nd and 5 after the 10-yard penalty. They reverse the sack. Or 1st and 5, sorry.
Play first down.
Yeah, replay of first down. This is the 3rd take of first down.
Take 3. Best for last here. Hopefully for Pleasant Grove.
Matson gets the snap. Fake handoff thrown over the middle. Can't be completed as
Number
Derek Brinton accidentally runs into the
Merrick Clark.
receiver.
So Merrick Clark falls onto the ground and yeah, that was pretty much all that happened. It wasn't really anything malicious. Everybody
He just
knew
couldn't
that.
stop in time.
Yeah, even the ref.
They knew it wasn't intentional.
Yeah.
2nd and 5. Handoff to number 12. Gets roped around and
Great
brought down.
defense.
A flag
And
is down after the play. Clayton Wignall coming down with the tackle. Maybe unnecessary roughness, horse collar, face mask. By the way he spun around, I would,
Tackles number 73, Jackson Wilson.
the same Jackson Morrison. Face mask. Yeah, face mask on Clayton Wignall or Jackson Mortensen, whoever came down with that tackle there. It'll be a 15-yard penalty. Did that put him on the 5-yard line? The
No, it
7-yard
puts him on
line.
the 7, but it does make it 1st and goal here.
I would be more focused on the time and not commentating as much. High snap. Handoff to number 12, Crosby Wise.
No, it's DC Fanua,
What?
right? That was courtesy of Wolfgram.
Oh, yes. Yes. I forgot about that one. I didn't have that one written down. I know you do.
All good. Here we go. Pleasant Grove struggling here now. It really does feel like the energy has been sucked out of this side of the building.
Fake handoff thrown over to the right. Did he get in? Yes.
And they do, and that's going to put another 6 points on the board. Brings the lead to 19.
Number 4, Zach
Number 4, Zach Cowie gets the reception and the touchdown for the Cavemen. As it looks like they're going for the 2-point conversion here. Madsen to take it in the backfield.
Just to try to, I assume, put it into more of a football-y score.
It's at a 9-20. Well, I mean 28. 28's pretty normal. As they will do their surprise surprise PAT.
Sorry about
I
the
almost said
scoreboard
kickoff.
not updating here.
Is it not?
And there you go. Pleasant Grove down 20 points, 29-9.
Yeah, sorry, the scoreboard hasn't been updating. I apologize about that. I don't know what's going on. Maybe internet. I don't know. I had the right score, I promise.
So Pleasant Grove bring out similar lineup here to return for a kickoff return. Let's see what can happen. There's 9:40.
Did you hear what that chant was?
I couldn't tell. I was listening and I realized the broadcast was too quiet. I'm not even really sorry. It might seem like I was at a loss for words. I was just trying to listen because these AF students they're chanting a lot of stuff and I can't tell what it is.
Kickoff is far received at the 1-yard line.
Sent straight to Corbin Robbins, and he gets
Picks
through
up
the
his-
window. Wow!
He's
gets
still
past
going.
another man.
Gets one more piece.
Another man, and
he's
then
gone.
9-yard return for a touchdown. Corbin Robbins.
He brings it to the crib. 99 yards for 6.
Wow! Corbin Robbins, both touchdowns for Pleasant Grove today are courtesy of that man. Absolutely amazing.
And that is the shift Pleasant Grove needed. 9:28 remaining on the clock. Dare I say, they've got time.
Dare you say indeed. Here for the extra point.
It is up and good.
Good, yes. After that first one got blocked, I was a little bit nervous for each of them.
For
Got a little train
Hafoka,
horn. I haven't heard the train horn before.
I don't know if that's new, actually.
I don't know. Hafoka puts it in for the PAT. So, there you go. That makes our score 16-29. You're back to a 13-point deficit. And yeah, that is quite the turn of events right there. Absolutely insane.
Yeah, we're right back to start of the third quarter, basically, in 9.5 minutes. I mean, we're not in the third quarter anymore. But same point deficit. Vikings have got the momentum now after the 99-yard touchdown.
Arguably 100 yards.
Basically.
I mean, considering, I only say 99 because if he was in the end zone at all, it would be considered a touchback. But he runs out and does it perfectly well.
Edgar Sandoval. Sandoval?
Yeah, Sandoval.
Sandoval. With the kick.
Low
A little bit of a
squib kick
squib
again.
Picked up in the back.
American fork. And that is DC Fanua that runs all the way to the 37-yard line. Here we go. Referee's shoe is untied. And here we go. That DC Fanua, he is a great player. He is able to run through a lot of coverages, a lot of defense. So again, Pleasant Grove has to come out here and play some phenomenal defense. They've got to get a 3 and out or make a forced turnover.
Yeah. Jake Madsen coming out again, looks to his right with the screen pass, gets broken up, and
Eventually brought
heavy.
down.
Damian
Screen pass.
Wilkinson.
We have seen a lot of screen passes this game.
Yeah,
from-
Pleasant Grove has definitely thrown a lot of bubble passes, good amount of screens. We've, I think, seen more from American Fork. Seems like they're throwing at least one a drive. Running clock, trips right. Madsen takes the snap, looks to his right, looks to his left, down the center, deep ball, covered
Can it
there.
get caught? No! And they call no penalties, to much to the avail of some American Fork fans. But when Jake Bills trips and falls instead of grabbing him, I believe that is
No pass interference on that
yes, that it cannot be a PI. You
one.
know?
I think
Also-
there's probably a lot of people in the American Fork stands that will believe that basically any touching by the cornerback is a PI.
Right. And of course, there's technically 2 ways there can be an ineligible receiver, but if the ball, uncatchable, if the ball is deemed uncatchable, then they can't call pass interference.
Oh, Jake Bills comes down holding his
Holding the back
right
of his
foot.
knee or foot
Made by number 21, Jake Bills.
after a
Officials timeout.
athletic maniac pass from American
Madsen.
Fork there. Now, Pleasant Grove was 1 play away from forcing a turnover there. And this is unfortunate as we go into downtime.
I think might have just hyperextended the knee or the ankle.
Of course, we'll take
Coming
the camera
down.
off of the injured player for a minute here. But he's
Gets
walking
up,
on his
walking.
own feet here.
Get it checked out. Looks like he's walking more on his right heel. So it's got to be something with probably the front of his foot.
Yeah, I'm not sure what really happened there. Didn't quite capture a replay for it, but as far as we saw, he caught a man in the air and swung him down, and
Came down on it weird.
yeah, must have come down on him, and maybe it was just some weight hitting him, and it was kind of just a
Twisted
You know,
it wrong a
just
little
a-
bit. Hyperextended.
you know.
Going to be a sharp pain. Hopefully he'll be back soon. He's a great defensive player, as we've seen so far in the game besides
true.
the PI.
that was an unfortunate pass interference.
Madsen takes his snap, looks to
Gonna
his
show
left,
splits.
throws deep ball covered and broken up by Davian.
Davian Aquine, sorry,
Aquine.
Aquine. Oh, I got it wrong.
By number 7, Damian Quinier.
He's, don't worry, we're
just
not the
did-
only
they
ones
almost-
struggling.
They almost got it.
2nd and 10.
.808 on the clock. Both teams still have all 3 timeouts. Twins left, single right for the Cavemen. Looking
Grove
on
shows
his
blitz. And
Fumble.
passes
Incomplete.
incomplete.
Luke Bills getting good defensive play on that one, breaking up that pass
Yeah,
on the sideline.
Perfect coverage. As much funny business as you can get without any sort of foul.
Foul? You're
Foul
a
play.
basketball, all right. You're a
I-
basketball commentator.
I was thinking for a second. Sometimes I think to myself when they do a false start, like I was like, they can't even travel. That doesn't make sense. So, yeah, it is. Jake Madsen is pressured and sacks. Derek Brinton sacks Jake Madsen, and that is going to be a turnover for the Cavemen. Ball is back in Pleasant Grove's control.
That is exactly what they needed. The ball will be. What?
Ticking clock here, by the way, because the ball was.
Oh, I thought that was fourth down. I don't know why. Yeah.
No, yeah.
I was like, what? What is this? They will punt this away on the 35-yard line. Gets a caveman roll going. Wow, back to the 22.
Great caveman roll. Going an extra 15 yards after the bounce. And let me tell you, the bounce, it is all luck. It is pretty bad. Like,
There's a little bit you can do with this
As a kicker,
as
yeah.
a kicker, but that's really hard to
yeah,
perfect.
you got to be a pretty advanced kicker to be able to get some
really good rolls.
to get some spin that makes it so the ball will land in a way that will make the ball spin forward.
Or, I mean, depending on where you are, if you just need it to basically stop. Like, so you can get it on the 1
Yeah.
yard line or just wherever.
And Jacobson's back out there, by the way. So Christopherson is no longer at the QB position.
Not sure what's up with that. I don't know if Caden just needed a minute. Takes his snap. Handoff. Oh, he got lit up. Number 24, Ryder Huntsman.
Was going to do the handoff throw play, and it
With a
was.
flea flicker.
I think it could have worked. It was just,
I-
he hesitated. If he were to get that ball off and then was hit, could have potentially baited
A late
baited a
hit, yeah.
You know, personal foul there. So
As Jet Christopherson comes back out, I don't
why? I don't know.
know if he just needs a minute. They want to get him the play time, or something's going on with Cannon right now. Over to the left, grabbed by Robbins, throws off one player. No whistle yet until he's thrown down by 3 players
Pleasant
as
Grove.
he's still on the ground.
Pleasant Grove does 2 purely lateral plays in a row. Really not the move to do in this dire of a situation. 6 minutes with down 2 scores. Got an injury timeout here.
Robbins on the ground. That's not who you want to see on the ground after scoring both touchdowns for this team. That's probably one of the last players you want to see go down after a big hit.
Yeah, both touchdowns scored by Corbin Robbins.
I keep on saying Robinson, but it's just Robbins.
Right. Yeah, we will. Oh, never mind. He's back on his feet. I was going to say we will take a little injury timeout break, but here we are. He's walking off almost on his own.
He's got a little bit of a limp, took his helmet off. I do know right before the season started, about a week ago, he injured his foot in a workplace accident with a burst pipe, from what I know.
Interesting.
Christopherson, play fake, scrambles to his right, fakes the throws, got to take it himself, and thrown out of bounds. Bit of roughness there from Sam Thompson. Nothing called.
Close to the line of scrimmage in the corner. Out of 10.
Yeah. Quite interesting
the running
here and there.
clock.
You know, they're going for it. That's what you have to do here. It's a desperate situation.
Yeah, 4th and 11 after the 1 yard loss after the scramble.
It's not great. We'll have to see what they do here.
Gets a snap. Looks
Show
down to
blitz,
the middle.
they do
Gets
blitz.
blitz.
And
Scramble to his right.
Christopherson's
He's
got a
got
lot of room here. Makes that first down and gets out of bounds. And the game continues. Clock stops at 5:03.
I've seen it a lot. No hate towards the guy in the next room, but he starts the clock a little early after play goes out of bounds.
Yeah, the
Okay, he didn't this time.
yeah, clock restarting. It shouldn't restart till play is active. And
Ooh, deep ball. About a 15-yard, would have been a 15-yard gain to Ryder Huntsman, unable to pick it up.
so close though. Bit too low of a pass here. They bring in Davian Aquine.
Jed Christofferson still in the quarterback position.
Still not sure why Jacobson isn't out there. Number 5 is standing there on the sideline behind head coach LePan.
Ryder Huntsman's got to sprint off the field. Trips right, single left. Looking downfield. He's got a scramble in front of him, met by 2. Caveman flag on the play.
We'll have to see what this is. I don't know if it's an offensive holding or not.
Christofferson going for a walk in the backfield after getting a big hit dealt.
Yeah, hit pretty hard here.
All 4 referees.
Yeah, the
talking to
side
each other. I almost said umps. I'm used to baseball.
the side referee.
They wave it off.
Yeah, they called foul off. So it's the side referee that called it, and it was something had to do with Carter Wilkes. It looks like, because he's talking to him, or maybe he was just telling him what it was.
I'm not sure.
Not sure here. 3rd and 9.
Christofferson still out there.
I just feel like Cannon Jacobson was doing really well.
Yeah, he made that 34-yard pass earlier. He was doing pretty well. Hasn't thrown an interception. Deep ball gets knocked around and incomplete.
Incomplete pass intended to number 24, Ryder Huntsman. Broke up by number 83.
Cannon Jacobson comes out now.
Comes in.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess.
Christofferson comes
Yeah,
out.
Christopherson comes out. Sorry, I guess those words can kind of be almost used interchangeably, but yeah. So yeah, Jacobson in. I'm not sure what constitutes having him in instead.
Play
And-
fake. Ball gets tipped away. Picked up and brought all the way back. Number 0, Dallin Afu,
The
picks up the
defensive
fumble.
Wow. And what happened here as Jacobson doesn't play offense for 7 plays in a row, and then they put him in, and there's some miscommunication there. So again, some confusion on what is really going on down on the sideline.
Yeah, it looked like he was going for the pass.
Of course, I trust Coach LePan and whatever he is choosing to do here, but it seems like there's some decisions that are questionable, potentially, and there could be a plethora of reasons. There could be something nagging Cannon Jacobson, and that's why he wasn't able to scramble quickly or something. But yeah, with that that is pretty much a nail in the coffin. It feels like 4:20 to play here in the rest of the game, and once again down 20 points with your best receiver and back out on injury, and your quarterback that played basically the whole game also kind of out on injury. We're not really sure, and plus
I wouldn't say it injury for right now, just not playing. Not sure why.
and American Fork, I'm not shocked that they did call that a fumble.
Also, Corbin Robbins is back out there.
Guess he's out there. We'll see. Maybe something crazy will happen once again. You never know.
He is on the other side receiving than he was last time.
It seems to me like Pleasant Grove has a lot of momentum, but they really need to figure out how to finish off what they start. This is Force Pointer going through again, and he gets through more guys this time, gets to the 28. But again, mid-20s.
as Cooper Schaefer
Is hopping on just his left leg, and he runs out of bounds.
First and 10 Vikings.
he's still hobbling as he's going over to the trainer's tent. Or not taking a knee. Pleasant Grove's offense comes out here in the fourth quarter. 4 minutes, 13 seconds on the clock. Cannon Jacobson back out there after just the play before giving up the fumble with the scoop and score from number 0 down Afu.
And I think most of American Fork was surprised they didn't call it an incomplete pass when it got thrown on the ground.
Looked like he was going
For the throwing motion, and he wasn't able to get it, and that's why Dallin Afu kind of picked it up, but like wasn't that dedicated to it.
a big hit on Ryder Huntsman.
Ryder Huntsman almost gets that contentious pass there.
Gets nailed in the air.
Pass incomplete, intended for number 24, Ryder Huntsman.
Ryder
Completed.
Huntsman just away from his hands here.
Would have
That's going
been
to make
enough.
it third down here, and 4:05 remaining still. Feels like the clock hasn't trained at all
Yeah.
in these last couple plays. Of course, with some crazy stuff going on down there. If you guys,
Vake with the bounce, the handoff up the middle. He's got some room, gets taken out by the
gets
ankle.
first down right there. Bit of shoving right there, but I think it's all in good works and from Andrew Fulton. Doesn't mean to.
Handoff again to Tavake. Picks up a couple, goes up the middle for about 5.
About a 5-yard carry.
The announcer saying basically the exact same thing I did. Puts the ball on the 37-yard line. Twins right, tight end in the hip. Goes up the middle with a run on the left side. He's got a bit of room, got the first down and taken down harshly.
First down and 9+. Marching down the field slowly. Still seems to be some, mostly varsity players out there. It's not like AF's put out their JV team.
Yeah, they're still trying to fight for this. Another handoff to Devake.
And
He's
he
up
gets
on the
through.
left.
Drew again, and if his foot wasn't grabbed right there, he would have had open real estate from there. Gotta hope that this loss doesn't take the spirit out of the crowd and that they show up well for next week against Westlake here at Viking Field.
Westlake has been a good powerhouse. Another run up the middle for a pickup of about 7.
And how interesting that they are considered a powerhouse now. Pleasant Grove versus Westlake is Pleasant Grove's most dominant series of all time. They are 10-3 against them all time. And two of those losses out of 3 were the last 2 seasons.
Yeah.
And the other loss before that was 2021.
Another handoff to Tavake. Unable to
Immediate
get
grab.
a good pickup on this one. Immediately read by the American Fork offense.
But yeah, so Westlake now considered a bit of a powerhouse, bit of a, good, powerful program is not historically considered that.
I mean,
if
they
you
have been in the
a-
last
Yeah,
2 years. They've been good in 6A.
Exactly, and Pleasant Grove has lost them consistently in the last couple years. Got
Tavake.
another.
Tavake ended up hurt after that play, running off, holding his right leg or his
Yeah,
knee, running
like-
straight past the trainer.
He's all like, whatever, I need this. I need
I need to get off the
ice.
field. I need to go sit down.
I need icy hot. I don't know. It could just be cramping. You never know.
It could just be, yeah.
Got to get some
He did run the last 4 plays
It's
up
true.
the middle for about 20 yards in total.
They do.
I'm seeing Jet Christofferson taken off the field by the trainers on the left in ice on his shoulder.
Oh,
Kanan throws on the right side, unable to be complete, thrown into no man's land.
pressured. Throwing it down the middle and at the ground.
He just had to get it out quick. He was getting rushed on his right side. Didn't want the same thing to happen as it did earlier, get the ball knocked out of his hand for a fumble.
Right. 132. On a 3rd and 10 on the
Twins.
30-yard.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're in a shotgun equal formation right here.
gets a snap, looks down, he's got a scramble, crossbody throw.
And it is out of bounds. 126. Still down 20 here. So, this game, it kind of felt like it was, over when the fourth quarter started, but that amazing 99-yard touchdown from Corbin Robbins, absolutely incredible. And then, you see Pleasant Grove try, and then there was that, that fumble, arguably incomplete pass, but ruled
Deep
as-
ball down the right side, gets hit off, but
Some people want some PI for that.
intended for Davion Aquine. Hey, they're getting close. The announcers are close.
Yeah. But that was 4th and 10 there, and so it's going to be trade and possessions. And American Fork, they only have to get it down 20 seconds to be able to kneel out the rest of the game. Okay, sorry, 40 seconds, right? 'Cause- no, you need a minute.
You get a 25-second.
You need a
every
minute
4 downs.
40. Yeah, so they could kneel. Yeah, they get in victory
Yeah.
formation as they're just going to kneel the game out.
Vikings did have some good defensive plays this game, but most notably was their offense. They had the hot start and then just kind of died off. They couldn't really get anything going past the second half except for the 99-yard touchdown from Corbin Robbins, but other than that, sluggish offense. We saw Jet Christofferson come in for a couple of snaps in the fourth quarter, but he was struggling with his pass accuracy and his arm power there in the couple of snaps that we saw him take.
That's going to end the game here, folks. A 20-point loss, 16-36.
It's not exactly what you want to see from the season opener, but compared to previous games of the Vikings versus the Cavemen, overall from the last 2 or 3 seasons, that's a better outing than they've had in the last couple of seasons.
Yeah, I mean, last year it was a 30-3 loss.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. Especially, they had some injuries at the start of last season too, and then had some during the game, as we did today as well, with Tavake, Corbin Robbins. Who else was out? Ian. What was his last name? Number 62, Ian Wilson. But I did see him, he was taking the last couple of snaps on the Vikings offense at the end of the game during the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
So hopefully just minor injuries. They were out for a couple of snaps and that's about it. Yeah.
So that brings the losing streak against American Fork for the Vikings up to 10. 10 solid years. 2016 was their last win with a walk-off field goal, practically. A field goal with 1 minute left at American Fork. This was when they were renovating their stadium, so a lot of footage is kind of in a weird spot during their time as a school, as it almost looks like a practice field without fences around it. But yeah, Pleasant Grove, they came out fighting, and they had some amazing performances in the first half, or in the first quarter.
Pick 6 on the second play.
3 interceptions in the first half, and then
None.
none in the second half, plus an interception thrown
And a
fumble. Of course, we have no idea what happened to Cannon Jacobson that made him get subbed out for Jet Christopherson, but then Jet ended up getting hurt.
If he did get hurt, he might have just been icing the arm to keep it fresh.
Yeah, and he could have been. And it's a hard thing to do. Like, Pleasant Grove if there's one thing they've struggled with the last couple of years, it's quarterback health.
Or just
And
player health in general.
Yeah, player health. But, in the quarterback position, they went through like 8 quarterbacks.
Yeah, Cannon Jacobson, I think last year, I believe, was the 6th string quarterback as a junior. We played him for most of the season because of quarterback injury. We couldn't play anyone else.
Yeah, I believe Drake Stanley was supposed to be the quarterback above him, and he was injured all season. So Pleasant Grove enters this first game here, and they lose an unfortunate one by 20 points. And you gotta really hand it to them. They came out fighting, and it just doesn't go their way. It's a hard game because it's a rivalry. 100 years plus of installments for this rivalry as well. And you have and you're also on a losing streak. It's going to be a monumental moment when Pleasant Grove wins against American Fork in the future. And I think that this will be a matchup that's continued to be had every year. First game of the season, is even with the division change with Pleasant Grove being in 5A now. But hopefully Pleasant Grove can bounce back next week, get a win against Westlake here at home before they have to go on the road to Green Canyon, which is North Logan.
Yeah, it's like 2 hours away without traffic.
Yeah, and that is it's basically like the Utah State University high school, and so it's unfortunate for the fans. The fans can't really make it, so of course PGSN will try to bring you that broadcast. And hopefully
we should be there going with the team. So if you can't make it, which I assume is going to be most of the people watching and a lot of the people here, if not most. So if you can't be there, tune in to PGSN right here on YouTube. Be looking out on the Instagram as well for other posts and information that we might have.
Yeah, good things are coming. You can feel a certain change around the aura of this team. I can feel it. I can feel that great things are coming for this team. And whether or not it's this season or next season, it's up for debate. But we can hold out hope that they will have a good season here. And we'll have to see. Tune in next week. Pleasant Grove versus Westlake here at Viking Stadium. 7 p.m. is kickoff. Coverage will probably begin at 6:50-ish.
Yeah, probably somewhere around there. But ending off this night, my name is Boston Harding. I've been joined by one of our alumni from PGSN,
Jack Barnard.
And we wish you guys a good night. And we will see you next week. And guess what? School starts on Wednesday for the Vikings. So
there you go.
Yay.
Get ready, have fun, and there you go. Go Vikings, go Pleasant Grove. We love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next week.